look in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now because this is not the show for you. Now, what I'm going to be discussing with you today in this reaction video, ladies and gentlemen, is community properties and states that do not recognize legal separation, meaning that you can be with a woman, you married a woman, you thought she was a good woman, turns out you married a musty-back heifer, and then you separate from this musty-back heifer for about 20 years. I think we all know people who were legally married and then they went through a separation, but they never actually got the legal divorce. Okay? I'm going to show you that even if you separated from a woman, a musty-back heifer, and decided to get with another woman who may turn out to be a musty-back heifer as well, 20 years later, that the original musty-back heifer can still take half of all your belongings. So I'm going to have facts, data, and statistics at the end of the clip that I'm going to play for you, and it's going to be a lawyer who's going to educate you on this, because not every state is like Texas, which is a community property state, but there are many more, and I will show that to you as we go. This is to help all the young men and older men out there. Let me get it. 1 second, please. As I put on your screen. Let's get it.
Public service announcement, get in here quickly. This video is for people who are separated but have not filed for divorce. And you know exactly who I'm talking about. Our aunts and uncles who've been married for 30 years but haven't lived in the same house since 1995. So buckle up as I tell you what happened at work today, because this video is for you. I was hired by this gentleman for divorce. He thought it was going to be pretty quick and easy because he and his wife haven't seen each other in over 20 years. He's been with his significant other and living together for over a decade. And wife has gone on with her life. She's been living somewhere else, doing what she's been doing. I was served with some papers from her lawyer, and guess what she's asking for? He bought a home in 2001. She wants him to sell it and split the proceeds with her 50-50. She wants 50% of his 401k, 50% of all funds in the checking account, and 50% of all funds in the savings account.
Now think about this. A man, now this is a lawyer, all right? A man separates from a woman for 20 years, not just 10 years, 2 decades or more. Moves on with his own life, finds happiness with another woman. Now, we do know that if a man leaves a woman for 20 plus years, and if he is a productive man, that he is going to accumulate more things in life. He probably has a fatter or a larger checking account, more money in his savings account, just like this lady says. The woman that he left, she too has left and found happiness with another man. But it doesn't matter to her, simply because she wants the payback. She wants the bag. So 20 years later, when this man finds happiness and peace and the woman has moved on, she's not even really thinking about this man. The moment he says, baby, we've been separated for 20 years, I'd like to get a legal divorce, then she slams him with, I want half of everything you got. The debt that this woman has accumulated during the separation of 20 years is also his debt. Insane, you say? You need to start doing some research on community properties. When I say that, states who recognize everything that you got to be one thing. You got to check that out, because a lot of you live in these type of states. A lot of you do and don't even know it. Okay, so no matter if she done ran up $20,000 in credit card debt during the 20-year separation, he too is responsible for her $20,000 debt that she brought into her own life through the separation. Do you hear what I'm saying? Let's keep going. But that's exactly what she just told you. Let's get it.
50. She wants 50% of his 401k, 50% of all funds in the checking account, and 50% of all funds in the savings account. She also said, oh, by the way, I got some debt on my hands and I want us to split that. Say it with me. 50-50. Here's where the problem lies. Texas is a community property state. So as long as you're married, everything that you earn, everything that you accumulate is community property. All your bad decisions and all the debt you get into is community debt. Oh, and by the way, Texas doesn't have legal separation. It's like a all or nothing state. Either all the way in or all the way out. Now, as for my client, he's not screwed because he has me. But if he has somebody else, good luck. If you are...
Now, did you hear that? Texas is one of these states. That's one of, meaning that there are many others that don't recognize legal separation. There's nothing you can do. everything that you have during the separation. See, I'm not really a big proponent of divorce anyway. I'm a proponent of you trying to work it out. And if y'all separate, reconcile back to each other, that's kind of what I would like to see. But I know in the real world that doesn't happen at all, if often at all. But during the time of separation, you need to make sure you got all your T's crossed and your I's dotted, man. Because like, if she's a bitter woman, or if she just said, fuck it, I want some more money, and you got into another life, you know, started a business, you got promoted on your job, you're doing better, separated from her than you did when you were with her, there's always an opportunity, gentlemen, that woman comes along and breaks you down. Now you have to start all over. You have to rebound. Do what you need to do. I done dated some women just like that myself. I done dated women who've been legally, what they call it, they don't know it, they're just speaking. They have called themselves separated from a husband of theirs for damn near 4 years. I'm like, well, when do you realize that you need to actually get your name changed, or when you, whatever you're gonna do, or when do you realize you actually need to separate legally, divorce this person? They never seem to get to it. And sometimes they always, of course, newsflash, warning, they tend to blame the man for the reason why they don't get the divorce. He won't sign the paperwork, he won't do this. There are all types of legal action that you can take to get a divorce. In some cases, he doesn't have to sign anything. I think in some places, if you're divorced 7 years or whatever, or if you can prove that you tried to serve the individual or whatever it may be, don't quote me on that, but I think it's something along those lines, you can go ahead and get a divorce. I'm telling you, gentlemen, man, these women are not playing no games with you. They're not playing no games with you. Times are hard right now. You know, we go through recessions, we go through inflations. Hell, we might go through another depression. They're going to look at you as a way to come out of their negative situation. I'm telling you, you gentlemen have to do everything right. Even if it's frustrating in the beginning, even if she is an annoyance or going through the full process itself is annoying, you better do it, because you would rather be annoyed than financially destitute. Because after they take all your shit or half your shit, man, you can't come back from that as quickly, especially if you're an older man, and especially if you're an older man who's retired or have health problems, man. That's a bad time to have half of everything you ever worked for taken from you. So yeah, I want to put this out there and make this video to warn all the brothers out there. You know what I mean? This is what you have to do. If you're going to do it, this is what you do. It all the way. Don't do it half-assed. Do it all the way if you're going to do it. Like I say, I'm not a proponent of divorce, to be honest with you. But I ain't stupid either. Better look out for yourself. Let's keep going.
You're married and you are separated from your spouse, and you know for sure that you are not getting back together. Handle your business.
Now, what I'm going to do, give you some facts, data, and statistics, man. For the read some stuff to you. Educate you. You dig? Yeah. 1 second. Put it on the screen. Make sure y'all can see that. Now, it says here, as of March 2024, 9 states in the United States have community property laws. Those states are Arizona, California, Idaho, Louisiana, Nevada, New Mexico, Texas, Washington, and Wisconsin. Community property laws require that assets acquired during a marriage are split evenly between spouses in the event of a divorce. This includes assets such as, now pay attention now, earned income, real or personal property paid for with community income, retirement and saving accounts, and debts taken on during the marriage. Now think about that now. Real or personal property paid for. It can mean you could be in a relationship with this must have back helper. Your mother died or your daddy died and he had a watch. Even if it wasn't an expensive watch, it was his watch and he left that to you. Or whatever it may be. Personal properties. They don't always have to be paid for. She can take that, even though it has sentimental value, man. You know what I mean? Or one of your family members die, your mama, your dad, or both of them die like that, and you have to, they behind on taxes, and you need to pay on the taxes in order to keep that in your family as an inheritance and shit like that. And you did that while you was married to this woman. She can still take your parents home, even though you paid for it, just because this community property law. Okay? It also says she could take your retirement and your savings account, man. The shit that you work hard, your 401k, everything you put aside, she can get in that. And any debt that she take on or you take on, if there's any debt, most likely gonna be her, You got to be responsible for that debt. You got to pay off credit cards. You got to pay off all types of different things because of this law. I think I was talking to somebody about this. Oh, I know I was talking about this. Because he went through, I'm not going to say his name, but he went through that. He had to pay off some women's stuff like that. Yeah. All right. One more thing I'm going to tell you about it. It says like, however, each state has its own laws that define community property in legal arrangements. For example, California, Nevada, and Washington also include domestic partnerships under community property law. So all you people who like to marry each other of the same gender, they still provide that for you too. Alphabet community. And it also says, additionally, some states allow married couples to opt into community property rules, which I don't understand why you would do something that fucking stupid. But then again, additionally, some states allow married couples to opt into community property rules, such as Alaska, South Dakota, Tennessee. In these states, couples must create a community property agreement that specifies which assets or debts are considered equally shared. That's the dumbest thing you can do. See, in those states there, you can legally say, I want to put myself at risk in case we go to a divorce. Even though you telling me you would never take my shit, I'm going to sit my dumb ass here, my beta male ass down, sign some paperwork saying I trust you enough that if I cheat on you, commit adultery, or you cheat on me, commit adultery, and you want to leave or I want to leave, that you're not going to come after the things that I've worked so hard for. That is the dumbest thing you can do. The best risk is no risk. You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't even sign no shit like that. But there's going to be some beta male suck out there that will do that, I guarantee it. Yeah. So I hope this helped y'all a little bit, this episode, these 2 episodes, trying to make it kind of educational for you like I do. This is for educational purposes. I know some of y'all wondering about that witch thing. I'm going to tell you, she's a coward, man. She's kind of hiding from it, man. But, she made it where I can't even see. She mentioned me and shit, but she got it some kind of way like I'm blocked or some shit now. But you started the shit, you know what I mean? So I won't be speaking on her no more. I'm still going to be doing my Sunday live stream. And if she want to pull up, she can pull up. I don't think she will, though. But Sunday live stream, 5:30 Central Standard Time. I think we're going to have a good old time that day. I'll holler at y'all later, man. Y'all be cool. Y'all be easy now, you hear?